The eclipse brought nothing but a giant headache. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm sure it brought a lot of amazing things for everybody. Yo, Esoteric Eddie here. Nah, my motherfucking stay. As you can tell, I'm not in my usual studio. I'm in my cousin's studio in Los Angeles. He's letting me, stay at his space while he's gone because I'm in Los Angeles for 4 days filming a documentary on combo. What's up, Britney? It's your birthday? Or it was your birthday. Fuck yeah, dude. I haven't talked to you in a while. Hope you're doing great out there in Oregon. I still got to visit. I've not been out there yet. Homie Steven, what up, dude? Yo, I'm just kicking it, man. Just taking a little break before I get back to some work that I was doing. I've been out here in Los Angeles working on this combo documentary. So amazing. Today I watched like 8 people take combo pretty much for their first time, and also watch 8 students administer the combo for pretty much their first time. And it was very inspirational to watch. Britney says, I moved back to Florida. Heck yeah, dude. Even better. I'm trying to go to Florida. I got a lot of people and things to do out there. Actually, probably going to be there later this summer, so I'll hit you up. But yeah, man, just hanging out. I figured I'd talk a little bit about healing, what healing actually is, what it means, while I wait for people to populate and put in some questions. I know it's kind of late. I'm on a little vacation right now, so I figured I'd just kind of hang out and catch up with y'all before I get back to some work right now. But yeah, healing, man. What is healing? Well, I think it starts with the reasons why we heal. I've been a part of the healing community, more specifically for the past year since I've returned to California after living in Arizona for a while. And I've told the story a few times, but I got back into the healing community a while back in Arizona when I had my friend stay with me, who reintroduced me into meditation, breath work, and that kind of stuff, yoga. And then I went to a 5-day retreat in Austin, Texas, and that's where I really found the inspiration to get back into, not only back into healing, but further explore my healing modalities. And since then, since basically the summer of 2023 to now. No, fuck, dude, the summer / fall of 2022 to now, I've been kind of expanding my healing. And so the funny thing is, when you go to healing ceremonies, right, you find that most of the people at healing ceremonies are people that are fucked up, you only go to a healing ceremony if you need healing, right? So I find that a lot of people that go to these healing ceremonies, although they come from all walks of life, the common trait that we all have is that we are all damaged somewhere in our mind, in our body, in our soul. And so we need healing. And so healing starts with trauma. So before we can understand healing, I think we need to understand trauma. And of course, one of the more leading voices in academia having to do with trauma would be Gabor Mate. I feel like I always fuck up his name, but Gabor Mate explains trauma as basically being like a schism in the growth process, a schism in the developmental years of a person. That could be anything. That could be, you falling down from a flight of stairs, which mentally traumatizes you, like, oh fuck, now I'm afraid of stairs or physically traumatized you. Oh shit, now I got like a broken shoulder that's never going to heal correctly, and now I got this weird hump everywhere I go. It's like a schism in the developmental years, whether that's mental, physical, spiritual. And so that's trauma, right? And so the trauma can be minuscule, it can be major. And I know it's kind of like a buzzword these days, right? It's like, oh, trauma, and I think a lot of times we mistake just simple difficulties in life and obstacles in life for trauma. Trauma is something that alters the normalcy of your life indefinitely. Like something that can be fixed through responsible means. Like, let's say you got a parking ticket, and maybe you're a little broke and you can't pay that parking ticket for, I don't know, a couple months, and it might cause you to spiral into some other financial difficulties. I wouldn't consider that like a trauma. It's difficulties, right? It's the shit you got to deal with, obstacles you have to deal with, responsibilities you have to deal with. A trauma is something that completely alters the normalcy of your life indefinitely, that requires healing. And so that moves us into the next phase of it. What is healing? Healing, I would say, is basically looking at your trauma. It is looking at your trauma, analyzing your trauma, because a lot of times we don't want to do that. We don't want to look at our trauma. We don't want to think about it. We don't want to talk about it. Nothing, because it's traumatizing. And this is another thing that Gabor Mate says, is this is how you know something is traumatic, because if it's brought up in conversation or in thought, it's painful. It's literally like having a cut on your arm or something. If you touch it, it's gonna hurt. It's traumatizing. It leaves a scar on the heart, leaves a scar on the mind. And so healing is the process of going head on and facing your trauma through all the different modalities that there are. There's therapy, there's psychedelic therapy, physical therapy, spiritual, meditative therapy, all these different modalities of healing, right? And so again, healing is just any form or modality that requires you to look at your trauma, right? When we take psilocybin, that's what mushrooms basically do. Mushrooms basically force you to face all the stuff that's in your mind that you've been neglecting or trying not to think about. What up? Just fucking laughing because my cousin's in here and I'm in his studio. Fucking yeah, man. So anyway, trauma, man. So that's like, it's psilocybin, right? Mushrooms force us to look at our trauma. And I'm jealous, I would say, of people who can like do mushrooms and stuff like that and not have trauma come up. Lately I've had a better relationship with mushrooms and stuff, but there's still a lot in there that comes up, and it'd be nice to have the day where I can actually sit with the medicines and not have some shit come up and just enjoy them. But there's a lot of stuff in there, and so there's a lot of healing that still needs to be done, and so, yeah, man, the homie John Ton says, needed this message tonight. Hey, man, all here for it, all here for it, man. Today, man, I got to witness 8 people go through healing. It was fucking inspirational, man. So let me explain this a little bit. So I'm working on this documentary on Kambo. For those of you who don't know, Kambo is basically a detoxification medicine, indigenous medicine that comes from a frog. Britney says, legit living this. Fuck yes. Hell yeah. So this medicine Kambo comes from a frog down in the Southern America areas. And you scrape it off the frog and turn it into a paste, And what you do is you burn any part of the skin wherever you want it to be applied, and then you kind of apply the combo to that little burn mark. And it's a poison, and so it enters the body, and then because it's a poison, the body, goes into fight mode, right? And then it attacks it, and then detoxifies the body. So it helps you detoxify. No, not DMT, combo. And so it's a major detoxification medicine. And so I'm working on a documentary right now. I'm following several healers here in the Southern California area, following their journey, their methods, their work, and also following their participants. But today was a special day because I got to hang out with 8 students in training. 8 students in training who got to administer combo to a complete stranger for the first time ever. And so it was difficult and challenging for the students, these healers in training, to hold space and be present and be able to gracefully pass these participants through the process of the healing. And I got to witness these 8 participants go through the healing. And combo, again, is a detoxification medicine, so you're throwing up pretty much for half an hour, and it's like you're basically going to an intense, I haven't done it yet, but from what I've seen and I've heard, you basically go into an intense, what I would call hangover or detoxification process for about half an hour, and you're throwing up. The goal is to throw up, to let whatever is coming up, let it out. Literally, the throw up, the bile, the detoxification is the physical representation of the trauma that is existing inside of you and the literal illness that is existing inside of you. And so combo is just another one of these many healing modalities. Yes, purging. Thank you, Britney. How is it spelled? It is spelled with a K. Kambo. Combo. Like, hello, may I have the pizza and wings combo, but with a K. Yeah, so that was amazing watching that. I got a few more locations and ceremonies to go watch and document. The homie Irv Mar says, I haven't thrown up since I've been a kid. Well, damn, buddy, you probably got a lot in there that needs to come out. Purging, man, it's a good thing, It's not terrible. But yeah, man. So again, trauma is a schism that occurs, that alters the normalcy of your life indefinitely, that requires healing. And again, healing is the analyzation of your trauma, the patient and sometimes long process of looking at your trauma through these healing modalities. Now, how does one heal, though? How do you actually begin to heal? Do I just take the mushroom and I'm healed? Do I do the combo and I'm healed? What do you do? Well, healing occurs through vulnerability, by being open, right? You're not gonna do the medicine if you're not open to it. I mean, you can be forced to do it, but then that's kind of just traumatic in itself, and it just repeats the cycle. So you need to be vulnerable and open to healing. That's how you begin to heal. And that's why these healing ceremonies that I go to and that I'm also a part of organizing are amazing, because it's a step in healing, and I get to be a part of it and watch people heal. But when I go to these things for myself, when I go to sound baths, when I go to breath works, and when I do, medicines, it's difficult. It's not always easy. Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it is easy, right? Because, you can get into it as like a hobby and it becomes just an exercise, just like the gym. But sometimes it is difficult, and you have to be vulnerable. You have to be open, and you have to be you have to surrender, right? No resisting, just free flowing. And you say, you know what? I'm going to let the medicine do what the medicine does. I'm going to let the healer do what the healer does. And I'm going to do whatever needs to be done, whether that's purging, whether that's crying, whether that's releasing or detoxification or detoxifying through any other orifice in the body. you know, whatever it is, mentally scream it out, think it out, live it out, whatever needs to happen. So, yeah, man, that's just kind of where my headspace is right now. Of course, after today and what I witnessed, I'm just hanging out, I'm just hanging out on a little work vacation. The homie wants to be in the video. What do you want to talk about, man? Oh shit, yeah, I'm just hanging out. The homie Persona Palms, Marco, what's up, man? The homie Ike said, "What did you witness?" I'll repost this, but I'm working on a combo documentary, which is a medicine that detoxifies you. And today, I got to witness 8 students administer combo to 8 volunteers for their first time. It was everybody's first time, and so it was really awesome. Persona Palms, the homie Marco. Yeah, we could definitely do it live another time, bro. I'm gonna see you on Saturday too. I'm gonna be doing a really awesome show this Saturday in Southern California, in San Diego. Come check us out. I'm gonna be performing some hip hop, which I haven't done in like many, many years. What up? Hell yeah, the homie Carla. Yeah, I'm just here talking about this documentary, just hanging out, answering any questions. The homie Irv says, "What's your take on the eclipse?" Well, man, I mean, to be 100% honest, dog, I was asleep when that shit happened. I was exhausted, and I was exhausted, for many other reasons that I don't need to get into. And I was asleep, and I woke up like right as it was happening. And my landlord texted me. She's like, "It looks so cool outside, like a dream." And like my family was texting me and everything. And I was just like, "Huh? What?" And I like looked out the window real quick, and I was like, "Fuck, whatever. I'm already dreaming." So I just went back to sleep. But I had some weird lucid dreams. So I mean, it was cool nonetheless. But I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like there was so much hype around it, and to be 100% honest again, like there was a small part of me that felt like, okay, something huge is gonna happen. But for the most part, I was like, man, I don't think anything's gonna happen. It's just like anything else. Life's gonna keep rolling on. But it was cool. It was really cool to be a part of, man. Hell yeah, Esoteric Eddie for president. A president of Mars, maybe. But yeah, man. Homie says, "What up, Eddie? Love your stuff." Hey, man, love you for loving my stuff. Britney says, "I got an ass tattoo that says moon landing." Whoa! Oh, I get it now. Fucking moon landing. Hell yeah, that's dope. I would say let's see it, but then I'm like, maybe we don't want to see it, But we do want to see it. You know what I mean? Moon landing. That's hilarious, dude. Oh shit. You still got my number? I should have it, but DM me just in case. We'll link up, man. I'm in Los Angeles, hanging out in my cousin's studio right now. Just taking a break before I get back to what I'm doing. Love the Zep profile pic. Thanks, man. Yeah. Esoteric. I got it tattooed on my leg. Check this out. Oh shit! Just didn't know my dog was right there sleeping. But check this out. Yeah, man. We about that life. You already know Esoteric Eddie, the lamp, the lantern. It's what I'm about, man. The light, the esoteric light, the light in the dark. We are here to step into the darkness, the depths that people don't want to go into, and so we got to carry our light, our heart. I'm gonna go smoke some za. Heck yeah, man! Burn one up for us. Burn one up for the children of the world. Well, actually, that came out wrong. Don't smoke za for the children of the world. But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? For all the hurting children out there, man. Ja. Homie says right here, what do you think might be the big thing to go off this 2024 in 8 year? The big thing is going to be my brains, bruh. Splattered, because I'm over it. No, I'm just kidding. Terrible joke. But I don't know, man. I think if anything, if I had to give you like my Nostradamus of what the fuck's going to happen, I think that there's just going to be like an EMP attack. I think there's going to be a cyber attack of some sort somewhere. And this election, something's going to happen with this election. It's going to be all fucked up, and it's going to cause like, it's just going to cause like massive chaos, and like probably the Biden administration is just going to have to continue something weird. Something with the election and something with the cyber attack. That's what I think, man. For sure. Homie C Wins says, anything happened with that phantom they found in the CERN collider? I haven't dove into that one yet, so I can't tell you, man, but hopefully it's like the ghost of somebody chill, you know, and not like the Antichrist or something. Hopefully it's just like the ghost of, I don't know, who do we need back? The ghost of Hunter S. Thompson just shows up. Huh, man, it's really weird. It's crazy. I don't want to be here. And just like jumps back in there and just takes off. I don't know. Let's hope it's somebody chill. That's all I'm saying. Britney says, bro, I can tell you so much weird shit that's been going on, dreams, etc. Let's talk, baby. Hit me up. I want to hear all the weird shit. Earthquake to EMP. The NASA launch during the eclipse was weird as hell. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, it's fucking Project APEP, dude. These guys are weird, man. It's all just weird. Everybody's weird, but it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, man, so that's pretty much all I've been up to for now, working on this documentary. Well, I mean, I'm working on a bunch of other stuff behind the scenes too, but what do y'all want to see, man? What do y'all want to talk about? Hit me up with some questions, something juicy, something crazy. I am your vessel for 5 or 10 more minutes. Yeah, dude, the eclipse. I mean, what's crazy is we're not going to see another one for like, 50 years or some shit, something crazy like that, you know? So that was very monumental. But I'll give you a little piece of something else I'm working on. I'm also working on a documentary on astrology and the Bible. Working on a documentary on astrology and the Bible, and it's kind of strange, right? How like Christians and the church will tell you that astrology and horoscopes are all bad and everything. But at the same time, God said that he made the stars, the sun, and the moon as signs. And it's also interesting how when Jesus was born, the three wise men, the three magi, found him and knew of his birth because of the star in the sky. So it's like God condemns people who read horoscopes, yet he intended for us to read the stars. There's something going on here. There's some sort of miscommunication or something they don't want us to know. So I'm working on that project. I'm kind of showing you the hypocrisy within the Bible having to do with astrology. And it's funny because the Bible condemns the magic of the Egyptians and the Bible condemns the magic of the Babylonians, the two natural enemies of the Israelites in history. But the Bible upholds the magic of the Zoroastrians and or Persians, who are the natural allies of the early Israelites. So it's kind of funny. Britney says, I want more stories about what you know about Enoch and the Bible. Interesting, because I have another project in mind. I've done a lot of work on it already. I'm not sure if you've checked it out or if the rest of y'all have checked it out. But if you want to know what I have to say about the Book of Enoch, check out my book and or documentary, The Lucifer Mystery Revealed. Check out my book and or documentary, The Anunnaki Theorem. there's a lot of crazy stuff with the Book of Enoch. But I just started thinking of another project that I want to do having to do with the Book of Enoch and the fallen angels, because there's a passage in the Book of Enoch that I think a lot of people look over, that they just gloss over. And the passage, the homie Ruben says, what's up, fool? Yo. So there's a passage in the Book of Enoch that most people gloss over that I think is a very important key to understanding our ancient past, having to do with the fallen angels and who we are. And that passage has to do with when they showed us what Enoch called were like abominations or sins. And basically what they showed us were basic things that we use today. They showed us how to use makeup. They showed us how to use weapons, and all these other random things, right? Enoch says that they showed us, all this stuff. They also showed us how to perform abortions, which is pretty strange. So what I want to do, spoiler alert, is I want to go back and reanalyze that passage in detail, and then go back in time and analyze which specific Anunnaki were the gods of these things. Because I'm sure somewhere out there, there's the god of makeup, there's the god of abortion, the god of war, and all this random shit. So Enoch was kind of already showing us that the Anunnaki, these deities, these gods who showed us how to live, how to be civilized, were the fallen angels. So there's a direct key and link right there between the Book of Enoch, these fallen angels who showed us these strange and ambiguous practices, and the Anunnaki and or other Middle and Near Eastern gods who also showed humans how to do those similar things. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just a thought though. I'm still percolating on that one. But yeah, the 7 deadly sins. What up, Eddie? What up? What up? What up? Yeah, dude. A lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff going on. Do you think it's plausible we're in a prison planet? Prison planet! If we are, I'm still waiting for my bologna sandwich, bruh. You get one. You get 1 or 2 every day. So, where's my fucking prison planet bologna sandwich? Yeah, prison planet. This is an idea that I was chopping up with my homegirl. This is the last one, then I gotta go. But I was chopping this up with somebody recently, and I was thinking about this because I had this word of cheese. Yeah. Think about this, right? I was working on this documentary. I'm still working on it. My fucking hard drive broke, so I'm redoing it. But anyways, the documentary is focused on the meaning of life. All these different religions, all these different, practices have their explanation for what the meaning of life is. But what I noticed is that all these different religions, all these different practices, all these artistic, even movies and everything, like everything that has to do with the soul's journey, the human journey, has to do with us breaking out. It's like the Alice in Wonderland, she breaks out and she goes through this hero's journey. It's like the Wizard of Oz. She goes through this. It's like, it's all the Matrix. It's like everything has to do with us like breaking through some sort of veil and realizing the real world. Everything is about that. Every religion is about that, realizing the truth about God and that there's a heaven, there's a hell. So it's like everything has to do with like breaking out. And so I'm trying to get to the bottom of that. Like, what the fuck does that really mean, breaking out? So it more or less, yeah, we are in a prison planet. We're in a prison simulation. More specifically, this whole thing is a simulation. It's all rigged. And the only real way out, I would say, is inward. Because check this out. And I've spoke about this in my latest book and documentary, The Crystal Lattice Mind Illusion. If everything that is physical is actually just vibration, and that vibration is actually just made up of particles which are flickering in and out of existence, as quantum physics has proven through quantum entanglement, then that means that these particles which is everything, including us, are phasing in and out of existence from this simulation, this realm, back to their source, right? And so every time they go back to source and here, they're creating a connection, and that connection is interfaced through consciousness. So stay with me on this. So if everything is phasing in and out, that means it's kind of collapsing inward always at every given moment, and it's going back to source. And it's being projected out here into this simulation, literally as a projection, literally as a hologram, which quantum physics has also proven. And it's being projected literally by source, by light, which Yogananda, the dude who brought yoga to the West, also expressed in metaphor, saying that the point of life is to get to the projector. He said life is like a movie, and the point of life is to get to the projector. So if everything is phasing in and out from source, which is the ineffable light, the Ein Sof, which is projecting the hologram here, then the only way to go back is inward, enveloping, torus field, galactic spiral smoothie. Okay? Anyways, I fucking love y'all, man. Lalita Caroli, I'll definitely check her out. Yo, it's been great. I got to get back to vacation work. Hope everybody's doing good. Peace. Love y'all.